And now, ladies and gentlemen, the Webby-nominated podcast featuring Choey and Jandler.
Powered by Riverside FM.
Me. The sassy shepherd struggles with syphilis. The sassy shepherd struggles with syphilis. Syphilis. Ma. I would like an Arnold Palmer at the omelet parlor.
Powered by Riverside FM.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, teachers of all ages, welcome to the Fun Time Super Terrific Happy Hour. Welcome, Jandler.
Welcome, Choey. I'm telling you, this is...
It's all good. I heard it.
No, I know. It's the delay is what's... I'm like, come on. I hit the button now. What were you going to say? I'm sorry.
No, I was going to say, but then I was going to cough. The cough has gotten better. But, dude, like yesterday I was walking out of my office into my truck, which takes about 5 minutes from where, like, the parking lot is situated from my building.
Mm-hmm.
And, like, halfway there, have you ever had, like, your throat get so dry, like, you can't really breathe?
Yeah, like you definitely don't want to talk because it's just like, oh, it feels like there's dust in there or something.
When you're just like, and, like, you have to, like, drink something. Like, that happened, like, halfway through the parking lot, and it hit me for a second. And I was like, oh, okay, it's fine. Just work, swallow and breathe, and we'll be fine. And then I kept trying to breathe, and to the point where I was like, I started freaking out, and I was like, and my backpack has like little pockets on the side, so I have my little water bottle there.
Mm-hmm.
And I started freaking out to the point where I was like, well, let me get my backpack off, and like get the water bottle and pull it out. Like I was like, I'm sure somebody saw me. They were probably like, what's wrong with that old man right there? Like he's freaking because I was all like
you're
talking to myself.
You reminded me. Did you ever have COVID? As far as you know.
Mm-mm.
Okay, so I was diagnosed once, right, and then it was actually like that year after that, like it came out, and so like other than being tired, I don't really remember anything like feeling bad that week, right? I had a cough too, but I came back to school. That was when you could still get like 10 days off, but I was like, I had 3 days off in the weekend. Let me go back to school, right? For the next 2 weeks, man, like walking a distance was a chore in my lungs, right? And I learned that year that we don't always cough because we're always taught, hey, we cough to get germs out or whatever, right? Sometimes we cough because we're not getting enough oxygen. And so I was coughing a lot when I was teaching those next 2 weeks because I would be like teaching. You talk louder to project your voice, and then you're like. Because you're like, all of a sudden you kind of lost some air and you're just like, oh, but all right, let me see if this holidays will work for me.
Here are today's effing holidays.
Even if it didn't go through, I'll fix it.
I forget sometimes that you don't hear it. So like I hear it and I'm like, what? Why is he not talking? What? And I'm like, oh, and then you always be like, I guess it worked. I don't know.
Yeah, that's just so weird that I can't hear it. But anyway, it's April 17th, first holiday. On April 17th, today is National Ellis Island Family History Day. Each year on April 17th, I always like when it's a holiday that's on the same day. You know, not like, oh, it's the third Friday of the month, right? But each year on April 17th, National Ellis Family History Day encourages families to explore their ancestry and discover their family who immigrated through Ellis Island. By the way, Fiesta is also getting ready to start too this week. But yeah, it's I was looking at the calendar. I got friends that are gonna be like, "Hey, so I guess it's Monday. Like Monday's gonna be your favorite holiday. It's April 20th." You know, they'd be like, "What are you talking about?"
You're like, "Oh, you're not
420.
You're not a stoner.
Yeah.
I thought you were."
Yeah.
Like they thought we were in high school.
Yeah,
hey,
exactly.
you holding, man? What?
What if we should have had like 420 t-shirts just for the heck of it? You know, show up. Anyway, I feel like you were going with a story.
Wow, I was like, we're starting off the like tiptoe with appropriate like PG stuff already. I was like, I don't know if I want to go with that or not. I was like, no, we'll keep that stuff for another day.
Also, today is National Haiku Poetry Day, observed annually on April 17th. National Haiku Poetry Day encourages all to try their hand in creativity. Haiku poetry is a form of Japanese poetry that is non-rhyming and usually consists of 3 lines with a syllable pattern of 5-7-5. Usually an element of nature, a season, a moment of beauty, or an individual experience inspires haiku poems. Sinister language is used to capture a feeling, image, and or moment. By the way, hashtag National Haiku Poetry Day. And I forgot to say hashtag Ellis Island Family History Day. But in the spirit of National Haiku Poetry Day, here are 2 haikus, Choey and Jandler style.
You beat me to it. Like you read my mind. I was Chat GPT, and I was like, I wonder if it could fire me off. You
can do one right now, and you can read a third if you want.
No, it's okay.
First one I did was just Choey and Jandler. Choey rolls his eyes. Jandler asks one more question. Best friends laugh again. Right, and then I asked ChatGPT to do it with us drinking, and they say, Choey grumbles, cheers. Jandler hops through every bar. World map stained with foam.
I like that one too. Be like this.
I like the hopping through bars. Yeah, exactly. I should have worn I should have had you doing the drums like the beatnik, right? Yeah. Last holiday is today's National Crawfish Day. National Crawfish Day on April 17th celebrates one of the South's most iconic foods. Each year, the mud bug brings out not only a desire for newspaper-covered picnic tables, but a language all its own. Hashtag National Crawfish Day. Saturday, we're going to Mitchell's to watch Manchester United play Chelsea. And the Austin Reds group, they're going to come down. The game's at 2, so I was texting our bartender, right? And just like, hey, there might be some more people here, just letting you know, right? I don't know how many's coming. It could be 5, could be 20, right? And I think he meant to say crawfish, but he texted me. He's like, yeah, we're doing our crayfish broil that day at 4. And I was like, okay. So I passed that on, but pretty sure you meant crawfish, right?
It's the same. Some people say it's the same thing, but some people say crayfish. Some people say crawfish.
Okay.
I think it has to do. I'm not sure on this one. I'd have to Google it, but I want to say it's got to do with like where you're at in the country or something like that.
Oh, okay. Okay. And so those are the holidays. Oh, you got something?
When we would sell that stuff at Joe's, like I would take the dead ones, like people, well, not obviously dead, but like the bodies that people would discard, and I would like set them up with like the little swords, like for the beer, for like the mixed drinks. Oh, yeah. And, like set up like little war zone stuff, so you'd have like little crawfish with like like swords like that, and stuff like with them jabbed in their body and dead and stuff like that. People are like, "You're really bored," and I'm like, "It's fun. Like you can only do it once a year."
Yeah, it's a seasonal thing, right?
Yeah, it's only just like this time of year, I think. I guess.
Yeah. All right, so moving on to the headlines real quick.
It's time for this week's edition of Choey and Jandler's headlines. Yay! Hooray!
In my first headline, I meant to say this last week, and I totally forgot. Can I share? There's a little Jandler story time, okay? I bought a new belt last week, right? Or I got it online, and it was pretty cool. I was like, like the loop was just sliding to the buckle, and it was just lock in place, right? Mm-hmm. Well, here's where the problem came into play: is I didn't practice this, putting the belt on and off. So, not too long into school, I had to go to the bathroom really bad, and I couldn't figure out how to unlock the belt. So like dancing. So I ended up going to get a pair of scissors and just cut this belt off. I was like, damn it. I only got to wear it once because I was like, man. And then that rest of the day, I had to kind of hold my pants up with my offhand, But
I mean, if you have to go number 1, just unzip the zipper, man.
Yeah, it just wasn't working, man. It wasn't. I could. But then I still would have had to cut myself out when I got home. I was like, I'm at home. How do I get out of my...
But then, you're 46 years old, and you couldn't figure out how to take your belt off.
I know, right?
That fits with the story though, because the fact that you were excited to share that you had a new belt. You're like, I got me some new I got me a new pair of suspenders. Look at these bippers.
Imagine
you're like, I couldn't get
imagine
my
people saw you drinking your water in the parking lot and me cutting my belt off because I can't get it open. They're like, yeah. I guess we've hit that stage where life's passed us by, huh? We're like,
getting there, yeah, for sure. Well, I'm like, I was like having a panic attack because my throat was dry.
Dude,
save me.
I found these shorts on Amazon, and I think they're called Jmire. It's Jmierre, but they're like, they're dress shorts, right? Like khakis and stuff, but they have drawstring. There's no belt loops, so it's like, so you feel more comfortable. Is what I'm saying, right? But I've reached that stage where I'm like, yeah, let me dress comfy instead of like stylish, Are
the drawstrings on the outside or the inside?
The outside.
Does it have a spot for the belt? At least where you can cover them up, or no?
No. It's like I wear those shorts and like Velcro shoes, right? Velcro shoes.
It'd be awesome if they made pants and you wore those to work too. Like, and you have like those with like some like those strap-on Velcro shoes or penny loafers, and you're like, I don't know how to put on my clothes anymore.
Slip-ons.
Where am I? Where am I?
Hey, my second headline, if you're looking at the slideshow, I wrote in there, Mr. Being cussed. I did not cuss, but I was talking about, what was it? The word was ship, but I can't remember if it was friendship or citizenship. I was like, you get sidetracked or whatever, right?
Yeah.
And I said ship, and they're like, and I was like, I know what y'all think, but I was like, no, I said ship. Like, I know exactly what I said, but they're trying to act like I dropped the S-bomb, like I'm G over here. I was like, no, you don't need to pull out the bleep button. I said, I know what I said.
You're like, quit messing around. I didn't say it.
Yeah. Does that remind you, like when we were younger, when we hear adults cuss, especially when we were in high school, we're like,
oh, Telly.
Yeah. You're like, oh. I got more. I got stories I'll share off the air just with parents, just because I don't want to gripe too much on here. We like to keep it light here, right? I only let you do all the griping.
I will oblige.
You're like, don't steal my thunder, dude.
I know. I'm like, that's my character.
Like when that kid tried to tell jokes last year. No. That's my job.
Oh, you're not the funny one. Calm down.
My third headline is star related, right? And this is something I could have brought up last week, but I don't think I forgot this as much as I just like, hey, I'm gonna save it. Now I know we're not allowed to look at the star test, right? So I'm not reading the questions, other than when I was looking to see what number they're on, right? But I kept having these kids tell me, so now it's on the computer, like in the top left, it has this percentage. And and like, so this kid's like, I got 100%. And I'm like, well, that means you're 100% done. That didn't mean you aced the star. It's like, no, you just finished. But
no, Billy, I know you. That's not possible.
No, I realized it when this one girl kept saying, Mr. Bing, I got a 32. And then she'd answer a question. Oh, I got a 33 now. And I'm like, that's not what that means. It's like, that's not what that means.
Kids, I got 100. You're like, it's not that cold outside. Hell didn't freeze over. There's no way.
It's like, everybody, what if I Facebooked it? All my students aced the star. I'm teacher of the millennium.
You're like, I'm amazing. You come back. That's not what the computer said when my scores showed up.
Wouldn't you think? If you were to, if anyone, I don't even think of like if it's your whole class, but if you had a couple students ace it, I think there'd be some kind of investigation being like, were you supplying answers to the students? Just because
probably.
Has anyone ever? I guess there's got to be someone that's aced it, right? There's got to be.
I'm sure. Yeah, there's probably. There's kids that have gotten like 100%. But the thing is, like TA don't want it like that. That's why they created it like that, because they want to make sure that, I don't know. And I mean, I sound like it's conspiracy theorist when I put out this stuff, but I'm like, come on, man. Like the way y'all, design this stuff, you don't want anybody to get 100.
I think
every good scores.
Every time you talk about TEA or state testing, you should have to put on your foil hat. You know,
I'm all the aliens and the TEA people. They're in conspiracy to build something in the Hoover Dam.
Hey, did you ever watch a movie called Space Invaders?
Yes.
And yeah, dude, I grew up watching that, right? It's on YouTube, by the way. The movie's free on YouTube.
Sweet.
So I watched it last week, and I was telling the girl I'm really close to in Illinois right now. It brought me back to I was like, I was 10 when I was watching this. And I watched the movie. The reason I said that is because those old people in that movie, there's a scene where they have like the pots on their heads or whatever.
Yeah. The Wrench-Muller farm.
Yeah, Wrench-Muller. I watched that movie, and if you watch it, I'd like to get your take on it. If you watch it again, I should say. The quality of the movie, like I felt like the acting was it wasn't cheesy. You know what I mean? Like the movie in itself is cheesy comedy.
Yeah.
But the camera work was great. You know what I mean? It was not cheap film. I don't feel like even the actors there, it's not like they were the best actors, but they were good at what they were doing. You know what I mean?
Right.
And it's like, and even the special effects at that point still look, decent, quality. So yeah, I'd recommend it. It's on YouTube, Space Invaders. I forgot the name of the video or the movie. So I had to Google. I was like, hey, Halloween movie where Martians land. And they're like, oh, you mean Space Invaders? And I was like, that's it. So.
You're a Halloween movie where these space aliens invade and they're spacey type invasion and they invade our space. I think it was called the Halloween movie with aliens from outer space invasion.
I think it was called Jurassic Park. They're like, what?
It was called The Bus That Couldn't Slow Down. What?
Last headline, and this is more for also not just for you, but for you, for White Gandalf, because I told him about some stories I told him to be listening, and then my collab partner, because this happened early this week, and I saw her out of the corner of my eye when I did it, and I know she was smirking and laughing at me. So it's that stage of the year, right, where you're kind of, to be honest, as teachers, we're a little beat down, right? We said the same things over and over and over and over for many, many months, right?
Mm-hmm.
I will get pencils every now and then for students, but a lot of times I'm like, I'm teaching, I'm not stopping what I'm doing. Go get a crayon, right? We're doing scratch paper right now. Just go get a crayon. And so I'm teaching, and in the middle lesson, I'll be teaching. I don't know how you are, but you're talking, and then something catches your eye, and you're like, you kind of stop. You're like, what the? So I told this one kid, go get a crayon. Now, I should preface this with saying we're using notebook scratch paper, right? I go over that. He's in the front row. I'm talking. I'm in mid explanation of area, perimeter, whatever I was doing, right? And I look down, and this kid has a white crayon in his hand. And I looked down, and I was like, you seriously are using a white crayon on white paper? Right? And I just kind of I think I had that tone with me because I was just befuddled in a way, right? And just are you serious, dude? And I could see her chuckling. She was laughing at me, but I was just come on, kid, are you serious? You can't even. It was just a secret, secret messages. You have to have the decoder pen and color it in with a highlighter or something.
Those things. Those were actually cool. And I never sent anything cool, but
I did. Because I didn't say I didn't like them, but you don't use them for math work.
No, but it was always the crappy part of that stuff is if you write a code and then you don't give the other person the marker.
Yeah.
There's a hole in the whole process.
You're saying I love you, but you don't give them the marker. They're it's a blank piece of paper.
You're decode it.
Yeah, you're read my mind. So, any headlines for you this week?
No, I don't think so.
You felt like you almost had one. You're no. You're nope.
We say pros come bait, cheers, mate. And cheers, mate, again, or simply cheers. Sometimes it's auto, sunny, other times it's cheers. You effing hoser. We also say sade, salute, salute, otage, skull, let's all say. Now's that okay in the Russian way in Vietnam. We shout out, yo, walugi wa wa, make South Africa glow. In Portugal, it's a solid soda and bud mo. Ukraine's here to stay. Taiwan says compare, drink it down with pride. Then someone slams the table, next round they cried. In Thailand we clink and shout out Chong. Then back to the bar till the liquor's gone. For Jamaica it's allowed, your mom. No matter the place, we drink till dawn. In Israel they shout L'chaim with cheer. Bangladesh says joy, hope, raise your beer. Poland sings Nazdrovie with pride. Lithuania is Swaikato worldwide. In India we say cheer, or badai ho if you're bold. Hungary says Ega Shedder, don't go too slow. New Caledonia joins in with Dala Votra, let it flow. From Ghana it's Akpatesi, let the good times roll. In Serbia shout Jivali from the soul. In Morocco we cry Bisaha with flair. Ecuador says salute, Fiesta everywhere. And in Finland we say Kippis, raise your beer in the air. Argentina shout salute, tango feet hit the floor. Chile echo salute, one more round to pour. Hong Kong yells yum, sing, skyscraper lights ignite. Bahrain calls ya ish, desert drinks at night. Jordan cheers, Fiji tack, ancient stones look on. Iraq says say hi, we keep the party strong. Malaysia smiles, minimum street food, midnight swirl. Singapore roars, yum, saying cheers around the world. That's how Choey and Jandler cheers around the world. Cheers, cheers, around the world. Different languages, same sentiment. Raising our glasses to friendship and joy. Cheers, cheers around the world. Cheers, cheers around the world. Laughing loud with every boy and girl. From dive bars to rooftops unfurled. That's how we toast around the world. Yeah, that's how we toast around the world.
Hi there, I'm here to help Choey and Jandler to read an advertisement for buyblacket.com. Please shop buyblacket.com. Are you looking for unique gifts at unbeatable prices? Then look no further. Buyblacket.com has quality merchandise for everyone on your list, from gifts for cat and dog lovers to American fans, beer enthusiasts, and even Jesus lovers. As for teachers, we didn't forget about you. Please don't miss our funny attire to brighten up your classroom. So bring a smile to your loved ones' faces and shop buyblacket.com today. Tell them Choey and Jandler sent you.
Hi there, Ryan Reynolds here on behalf of my friends Choey and Jandler. You may know me from movies where I either save the world or ruin Thanksgiving. But today, folks, I'm not here to sell you cologne, crypto, or questionable NFTs. I'm actually here to tell you about Fish.audio. This isn't really me talking right now. This is my voice, made by Fish.audio, which frankly is terrifying. It sounds exactly like me, and trust me, I've heard my voice in 87 trailers. This is better. Whether you're a podcaster with a potato microphone, a game developer building an army of space dolphins, or just lonely and want a perfect Morgan Freeman to read your grocery list out loud to you, Fish.audio has you covered. Fish.audio is easily one of the best voice generation platforms I have ever used, which is saying something, because I've done voiceover for a toothpaste brand in 4 languages I don't even speak. And speaking of that, Fish.audio is cross-lingual, which means it supports 13 different languages. Their amazing program also allows you to clone voices. Fish.audio make your voice legendary, or at least make my voice say weird things. I legally can't stop you either way.
You know, the oddest thing for me is like, I know there's something going on. I'm like, imagine if I'm playing the song right now and I can't hear it. I'm just like bobbing my head. I'm like, I know what's going right now.
Boy, you're like watching me just hop around. Look, is he having a seizure right now? No.
Is this guy okay? So
It's not Snowflake. It's not Snowflake.
all right. Well, so in the second half of the episode, in honor of Fiesta right around the corner, which should be starting now, I have an Inebriated History, which I'm going to put on our YouTube channel. I haven't added the music to it, but I'll show it to you. For NIOSA, by the way, they, as AI always does, or not always, but sometimes they can't get pronunciation right. They called it NIOSA. but I know what they mean. You know what they mean. And I tried to use
Winston.
well, actually, I didn't use Winston this time. I used a Spanish
Oh.
voice. So,
Okay. Oh, is that
tell me
chicken on
what
a
you
stick?
think. It is.
Ooh.
So here we go.
And now it's time for Inebriated History. Oops, I mean abbreviated history.
Inebriated History, NIOSA, Night in Old San Antonio. So there's this thing in San Antonio called NIOSA. That stands for Night in Old San Antonio, which is Spanish for you thought you were just stopping by for one drink, and now it's somehow midnight and you own 3 chicken-on-a-stick tickets. Anyway, NIOSA started because San Antonio wanted to celebrate its history and culture during Fiesta. And somebody said, what if we turn downtown into a giant street party with food, music, dancing, and enough beer to make a middle-aged accountant buy a sombrero with blinking lights? And everyone was like, brilliant, no notes. Back in the 1930s, people wanted to preserve old San Antonio because apparently they looked around and said, you know what this city needs? More history and more opportunities to spill beer on historic buildings. So they created this event in La Villita and all the old downtown streets. The idea was simple: celebrate culture, raise money for preservation. Eat your body weight in fried food. Accidentally run into your 7th grade science teacher while holding 2 giant beers and a sausage on a stick. Now, if you've never been to NIOSA, the food is completely out of control. You walk in thinking, I'll just grab one little snack. 30 minutes later, you're carrying a turkey leg, a gordita fried mushrooms, funnel cake, a baked potato, bigger than a toddler, 3 chicken-on-a-stick skewers. And somehow, a pickle in a pouch. Nobody knows why there's a pickle in a pouch. It's just there. Like taxes, or Pitbull at New Year's Eve. And the chicken-on-a-stick line, that thing has a longer wait than getting into heaven. You'll stand in line for 45 minutes, sweating through your shirt, hearing the distant sounds of Tejano music. And by the time you get to the front, you're so delirious you're like, I would die for this chicken. Then you eat it in 14 seconds. NIOSA has every kind of drink imaginable. Beer? Yes. Margaritas? Absolutely. Frozen drinks in giant plastic cups shaped like cactuses? Oh, buddy. At some point, every person at NIOSA says, this is my last drink. And then 20 minutes later, they're buying a giant neon yard-long margarita because a mariachi band started playing, and suddenly they believe they are legally required to party. There is always one guy at NIOSA wearing a Hawaiian shirt, a Fiesta medal collection that weighs 40 pounds, a blinking hat, and sunglasses at 10:30 at night. That man has not been sober since Tuesday. He is somehow everybody's friend. Every 30 feet at NIOSA, there is a different kind of music. You'll hear mariachi Tejano country rock, a cover band absolutely destroying Sweet Caroline, and one stage where a guy with an accordion is somehow making everybody lose their minds. You'll be walking along and suddenly hear, "Don't Stop Believin'." And out of nowhere, 200 strangers are singing together like they're in a very drunk church. Meanwhile, your friend disappeared 45 minutes ago because he heard a cumbia and wandered away like a distracted golden retriever. The hardest part of NIOSA is leaving, because nobody ever leaves when they say they're going to. At 8 p.m., we're just staying an hour. At 9:30, okay, one more drink. At 11 o'clock, we can't leave yet. We haven't gone to the Irish section. At midnight, you're sitting on a curb with a turkey leg bone in one hand, a crushed beer cup in the other, and somebody's aunt is trying to explain the history of Fiesta medals to you. You nod politely because she has 6 medals, a flower crown, and the confidence of a woman who has survived 37 Fiestas. In the end, NIOSA is about bringing people together. It's about history. It's about culture. It's about music. It's about community. And it's about spending $97 on food and drinks while repeatedly saying, "No, no, this is cheaper than going to Vegas." Then the next morning, you wake up sunburned, slightly confused, with 14 ticket stubs in your pocket and half a chicken on a stick in the fridge, and you say, "That was amazing. We should do it again tomorrow."
This inebriated history was, like, made possible with VideoGen.
Dude,
It's very accurate.
Yeah, it's very the images didn't work too well, right? Like
Like some of them are
like-
good, and then some of them are like, wait, what? What the fuck?
like
What the heck?
this one, like here, like some of them there's a lot of floating beers. Did you notice there were a lot of floating beers? And a
Yeah.
lot of there are a couple of headless people. And then if you have like this lady, anytime they were holding a cup, it felt like it looked like their hands got enlarged, you know, like they're like the plastic woman or something, you know? It's just like,
and the
what
and
the
the one
heck?
before the one right before the lady with 6 fingers,
Yeah.
the guy holding his drink out is like his hand, it's on the wrong arm. So like I think it was like it's a left arm, but it's like a right hand. So it's like I'm like, some people are gonna see that video and be like, NIOSA messes you up like a mutant.
I did like it. I love that guy. I felt he had a lot of dramatic voice to him, you know? It's like just like his pauses, I think were pretty cool. Other than him saying NIOSA instead of NIOSA, I liked everything else how he said it. I probably should put some punctuation in there so he knows how to comma it or whatever, you know. But I was pretty good, you know.
It's good. It's almost like is it not? I don't know, is it 48 hours? I don't know. Whatever, like some like mystery type Friday night like crime drama where it's like warning you about like the dangers of NIOSA and going, because it's like just you think you're gonna go in for one drink and you're gonna be there until 11 o'clock with a chicken on a stick in it. And it's like, oh.
Oh, it used to be like when they used to do the unsolved mysteries. Is that what you're saying?
Mm-hmm.
Or they had the intro. Yeah. All right, last thing here, a little joking with Jan's game. All right, everybody, come on down to Joking with Jan. That's right, here's a game show you can play at home and try and test your knowledge and see how many more you get correct than incorrect. So stick around and have fun and laugh listening to Joking with Jan. So I use this. This is, by the way, it's going to be a precursor to stuff we'll play later on in seasons.
Yeah. Sarmen Can Diego?
It's Sarmen Can Diego. This is where in Fiesta is Sarmen Can Diego. It's really what food is he eating, right? It's I didn't tell, like, you know, I wanted to do the where in the world is Carmen Sandiego, and I made it like our own. We'd be like, where's Sarmen drinking? They made Sarmen a man. And I'm like, yeah, okay, it's different. That's opposite, right? So I'll read some clues.
So
and we'll
definitely
see.
not copyright infringement like there at all.
Yeah, exactly. It's like there's no golden arches here. There's no Big Mick.
Arc.
Yeah. There's the Big Mac, or is it the Big Mick? So
there in the world is Carmen Sandiego. We're just trying to figure where downtown in La Villita Sarmen is at. We're not
all right, so an informant near La Villita says Sarmen was waving something around like a magic wand while shouting "Viva Fiesta." That doesn't really give you a lot of intel. I guess it's the wand. Are they eating a beef kebab, corn dog, chicken on a stick, or fajita taco?
It's a fajita taco, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's crazy. So Sarmen. Chicken on a stick. Well, hopefully it's chicken on a stick.
You are correct.
Yay!
Busted. You caught Sarmen red-handed with a chicken on a stick. Chicken on a stick is basically San Antonio's answer to the scepter. You hold it, you rule a fiesta. All right. Sarmen was spotted near the NIOSA gates. NIOSA. See, now it's got me doing it. Near the NIOSA gates. Grease dripping down his trench coat. Witnesses say he was holding something the size of a small baseball bat. Is that elote, churro, turkey leg, or funnel cake?
I must say, by the way, very good on the pronunciation on the corn, by the way, Sharon. It was a good one. I liked it.
Is it elote?
It is.
Okay.
Turkey leg, though.
Oh, it's not true?
That's
you're
grease,
right, man. Yeah, you're right. You were right. I was wrong. You caught him red-handed. Over 500,000 turkey legs are consumed at Texas festivals each year. So,
oh, damn.
Here they put in a little joke. Sarmen personally accounts for at least 12,000. It's 500,000. Man, that's crazy.
Sarmen's a bit of a fatty if he's eating 12,000 turkey legs.
Sarmen was seen unwrapping something near the Riverwalk with the care and tenderness of opening a birthday present. Is it a tamale, gordita, burrito, or enchilada? I think I know this one.
I mean, I would have to go with tamale.
That's what I was going to. You know, I love how they have like a little clue here, right? If I wanted like another clue, if I'm like, I don't know. Yep. We are correct.
Yeah.
Tamales date back to 8,000 BC. So, it says Sarmen says he was there. He was not. He was only 37 then. I don't think Sarmen's that old, but 8,000 BC, man. That's got to be like, but over here, like with the like, I'm not saying like the Aztecs and the Incas, but I guess they're around the same area, right? Mayans and stuff.
Yes.
Yeah. Sarmen was spotted on South Alamo Street with a brain freeze so severe he forgot his alias. His tongue was bright blue. Was he drinking mangonada? Was it chamoyada? Raspa or agua or agua fresca?
Agua fresca.
Agua fresca.
I mean, I'm going to have to go with, because the bright blue, I'm going to have to go with the raspa.
That's what I was thinking. Raspa. You're right.
This is actually kind of a fun game.
It is.
This would be a fun game to like do like a trivia night, like Choey and Jandler's trivia night.
Exactly. I'll send you this link if you ever want to play it with your wife or your kids. They might like it. Mm-hmm. All right, we caught Sarmen red-handed. A raspa is a shaved ice treat. In San Antonio, having a neon tongue is basically a Fiesta badge of honor. Have you ever had oh my god, paleta?
Yeah.
Is a raspa similar to a paleta?
No, it's a snow cone. Raspas are snow cones.
Okay.
Is that Alexa? Is that Alexa?
Yeah. Was that? I guess that was mine. I thought that was you.
No, I was like, is that Alexa?
All right, Sarmen was seen. By the way, I didn't realize that said poofed. I thought it said pooped. Sarmen was seen near a deep fryer, gazing lovingly at something that poofed up like a pillow. He whispered, "You complete me." Is it a puffy taco, flauta, chalupa, or a street taco?
It's gotta be a puffy taco. Gotta be our puffy taco there, guy.
Okay, man. I tell you what, you must be a foodie, Choey.
Dude, I love Mexican food. That's why I married my wife.
Hey, there you go.
Boom, boom.
The puffy taco is a San Antonio original. Henry's Puffy Tacos has been puffing since 1978. And we just made a plug. Hey, we made an ally with Henry's Puffy Tacos. You know,
be like send them the email and the link to the episode. They're like, please leave us alone.
You, sir, got a perfect score.
Oh.
You're a legendary food detective. Case closed. Choey caught him red-handed.
Fiesta is Sarmen Candiego.
Tell me. Here, I gotta share my screen. I gotta find it.
He gets blitzed all over town while he's drinking mangonada. Lost it. I lost it.
See, internet's being a little slow for me here, like switching stuff. I had made a Sarmen Candiego song. Do you remember?
I do not actually.
I'll find it right now so I can play a little snippet. And just like I said, everything's going really slow right now.
While we're going slow, you didn't react to that video? The last video I sent you with that guy and the fake arm. Did you watch that video?
No, because I can't watch videos like that at school, and I forgot. I'll watch it after.
Good thing you didn't watch it at school, because I saw it at work yesterday, and I was like trying not to laugh, and I was trying to laugh so hard I was crying at work. I was like, I gotta shut my door to my office, please, for a second. I like the
where is it? Sorry, it's taking me a minute to find it. But I like the toy one you showed me with the Spider-Man and I know it's right there. With Spider-Man and Deadpool. I like that was funny.
Well, she stumbles
They're just
around the
expressions.
world from Berlin to Venezuela.
But see,
left a tab so high in Sydney that they banned her from the bar. She was last seen in Brazil.
hold on, I'll give you a couple
inside
seconds.
A caipirinha. Tell me where in the world is Carmen Sandiego?
Does that sound familiar? It
does
I think this
not,
one was more
actually.
acoustic guitar. Now I'd have to redo it because Sarmen's a boy.
She stumbles around the world from Berlin to Venezuela. Left a tab so high in Sydney that they banned her from the bar. She was last.
Isn't that is very rockapella-esque. It's very but mellow, you know what I mean? So
I feel like it would be like in like it would be like they'd be like, it was a shady nightclub. Blah, blah, blah.
Yeah,
You have like some girl up there and like little things. She'd be like, "Da, da, 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 da." And they'd be like, she'd be the mystery chick that gets you in trouble and gets you shot.
I will tell you, we'll probably I may make like 3 or 4 parts because now that we have 70 countries, but I want to take where our countries that listen to us and make a where in the world is Sarmen Candiego drinking, like trivia like that, get a guest or two on to kind of help us do some of those. Hooks couldn't make it today. I was trying to get a third person on to do the food thing or whatever, but dude, I've learned, by the way, I made that with Canva. I've learned how to do Canva code. Like there's a Canva AI code for me. And you just have to you give it the instructions and you hit code and it just creates a lot of stuff. And you can sit there and be like, oh, can you tweak this? Can you tweak that? Sometimes I don't like the visuals. I didn't go too much into this one, but I've done stuff for the kids in school. And I'm like, this needs to be a little, maybe it doesn't look right. I need the buttons to be a little bigger, or I need you to show the math problems or whatever. Right. So it's really cool. But all right, reaching that point of the end of the episode. Please follow. Actually, first thing I want to ask is please subscribe to us on YouTube and Spotify. Just another note, we don't get anything out of it. It's just a nice, warm feeling in our tummy when we have more followers, right?
Yeah.
It's just like
yummy, yummy, yummy. I got love in my tummy.
It's just like when you look up, you're like, ooh, we got more people listening. By the way, we're over 3,500 total plays, lifetime plays, like streams and everything, right? We're getting close to being able to give you a second, CD to go on your man cave. When we hit 5,000 mark, the 5K.
I'm gonna put that the wifey doesn't know yet, but all the stuff that I'm is us. I'm gonna be putting it when we move and we build a house because we're actually gonna have an actual office.
Yeah,
I'm gonna put it all up in there. And she's gonna be like, "Do you need to take it down?" And I'm like, "No, I don't. No, I don't."
So keep going. I'm sorry.
There's also gonna be a pull-out couch in the office, so when I lose that fight.
I
have a place to sleep.
Yeah, smart thinking.
Here's my sleep. Ahead.
You're like, here's my office. That's my sleeping bag.
This is the office, and this is my recording studio.
Couch. Yeah,
and this is my bed twice a week for sure, if not more, depending upon how things go.
Yeah. Social media plug now. Please follow us at X and TikTok at Choey and Jan, CHOEY, the letter N, JAN. We're also on Threads and Instagram at Choey and Jan 2, CHOEY, the letter N, JAN, and then TOO. Jandler being on Facebook. And like I always like to say, Choey's favorite YouTube channel, Jandler being 969. Which is
969, sir.
969. I apologize. Anything else you want to add before this game over sound doesn't play for me?
No, I just want to say thank you to everybody that's listening out there. It's a super exciting time to be us. We're actually if you go by percentage wise, we're passing now. We're at a C, 70.
Yep. And we're more than a third of the world. So woo!
Oh, there we go. We're passing by star standards now too.
Yeah. Are we approaching? Wouldn't we be approaches?
We're approaching Spotify level. I don't know what the level would be. We're approaching Spotify level.
Yeah. We're getting there, as people like to say. We're getting better. Getting closer. So
Laugh and loud till